folks, it's the Creepy Kentuckian here with you from DEADPIT.com, doing another video on a review of one of my favorite movies of all time. Anybody that's listened to the DEADPIT Radio show for any period of time will know I love this movie. We have interviewed Michael Berryman. I have an original one-sheet poster of this movie. This is Wes Craven's The Hills Have Eyes from 1977. It was remade. It was a piss poor remake in my opinion, and I've gotten to a few arguments with people over the years about that. But we're not talking about the piss poor remake. We're talking about the OG, which I think is one of Wes Craven's best movies, The Hills Have Eyes. And this is a new 4K edition from Arrow Video that was recently released. Luckily enough, they sent me a copy to take a look at. So let's take a look at it. This movie, if you guys have not seen it, at one point in time, this was very, very, very difficult to find. I had a Harmony Vision VHS of this, and then Anchor Bay Entertainment, I think in 2002, finally released it on DVD. One of the most exciting days of my young life was seeing this movie remastered in widescreen and all that good stuff. Since then, it's been re-released numerous times. This is the debut in 4K, though, from Arrow Entertainment, Arrow Video. So the movie follows a family from Ohio who are on vacation, traveling through the desert. They make a stop at a gas station to, get some provisions and some gas and, all that, whatever you would get at a gas station. And the clerk at the gas station, the owner, I guess, is like, just stay on the main road, don't go off the beaten path. And of course, the smart-ass city folk go off the beaten path. And they shouldn't have done that because there are a family of savages living up in the hills who are looking for fresh meat, literally. They want to make a tenderloin roast out of the family's young baby. And that's one terrifying scene in the movie people talk about quite a bit. The initial attack from the savages on the family in the middle of the night in the desert, I mean, it's just great. Very well done. Wes Craven at the time had only done Last House on the Left before this and was really concerned about, becoming stereotyped kind of as a horror filmmaker, which, of course, he was after that. He went ahead and did The Hills Have Eyes, the rest is history. This was a grindhouse classic from the 70s. Again, a very, very well-made movie, man. I mean, I think it was shot, I'm thinking this was shot in 16 millimeter. So the 4K elements on this, like we'll talk about it here in a minute, but yeah, we'll talk about that here in a minute. I don't want to give it away yet, but this 4K edition, it is a limited edition that Arrow has brought out at a very, very reasonable price. It's been around $25 on sale in a lot of places. But this movie, man, I love this movie. Just the pacing of it. It's almost like a action / survival / horror movie. Acting is really good. It's an early role for Dee Wallace, who would later go on to do a gazillion movies. The E.T., Cujo, Critters, tons of stuff. I mean, I could go on forever with her IMDb profile. Still making movies. A lot of the other characters, though, aside from, of course, Michael Berryman, who, has done a lot of other genre stuff, they didn't do very much more that I can recall, at least. But Wes Craven went on to have a killer career in the genre. And to me, this is my personal opinion, and we talked about this recently because we did a series of shows on Last House on the Left. I think that his films from the 70s, Last House on the Left and The Hills Have Eyes, are the most interesting movies that he ever did. So, is this the definitive version of The Hills Have Eyes? Is this the best The Hills Have Eyes will ever look? I think so. However, if you have the Arrow Blu-ray of this, which is essentially the exact same artwork, they did a limited edition. I believe it's exactly the same artwork on that. I don't know if it's really worth an upgrade. The transfer is in 4K, full 4K this one, but it was, again, a movie that was shot 16 millimeter. very grainy, but I think that there's no getting away from that. I think that's just that's an integral part of this movie. But if you do not own if you own the Image Blu-ray, which sucked, this is a must purchase, especially at $25. So the limited editions from Arrow are amongst my favorite releases from any company. I always look forward to getting these in and checking them out. Loaded with special features. We will talk about that, of course, as well. But the movie, though, back to the film real quick, I think it's a genre classic. There's certain people that, for some reason, do not like this movie or do not get this movie for whatever reason. I've never understood that. Since the very first time I saw this movie on a Harmony Vision VHS tape that I bought off eBay probably when I was 19 years old, I fell in love with it, watched it numerous times, and it is an all-time classic. I think it's easily in Wes Craven's top 5 movies of all time. And this edition is one you want to check out. Again, from Arrow Video, limited edition. Let's go through the set because there's always some cool extras and stuff like that in it. You have the newly commissioned, well, kind of newly commissioned artwork from Arrow Video. And then on the reverse, which I love this. I wish they would have done a new limited edition with this original artwork. But the reverse has the classic poster art in orange and black, which of course is some of my favorite colors. And I like that quite a bit. And you open it up here, it's a 1-disc edition. The interesting thing about this one is these are just different posters and all that from the movie. I believe that's an Italian one. That one is, I'm not really sure. And I think that's a lobby card, right? German lobby card, maybe. Another German lobby card there. Not German. These are all foreign lobby cards. Let's just say that. Yeah. Susan Lanier there. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know if they just couldn't find lobby card, like a whole lobby card set on this, or if they did not make a lobby card set on this. But yeah, those are always cool bonuses that they threw in there. Also in these editions, of course, is the book about the making of. And this is a new version of the book as well, because it has the 2021 4K credits on it. So this is not exactly the same as the Blu-ray version. Some cool picture art, stuff like that. And the poster. The poster is very, very sweet. I, of course, have the original one sheet, which I'm very, very proud of. That's one of the pride of my collection. And the picture in the original one sheet is one that my wife had, when we were dating, she was really freaked out by Michael Berryman in that photo. But you also have the reproduction of the poster art here, the newly commissioned artwork, and then on the other side is that classic artwork that freaked Sarah Vance out back when she was Sarah Gibson. So that is included. A lot of this stuff is just a repackage of the Blu-ray limited edition. So, and the transfer, to be honest with you, I want to be honest with everybody here. That's kind of what we're known for. I don't think there's a big difference between the Blu-ray to the 4K. If you've got an upscale Blu-ray player, 4K upscale Blu-ray player, you're probably not going to see that big of a difference, honestly. But as far as the extras on this, we'll go through those too. I want to take a freeze frame of the back so you guys can check out all of the extras as well. But you do have brand new 4K restoration of the film with the original and alternate ending. Original lossless mono audio. Optional lossless 2.0 stereo and 7.1 remixes. Limited edition 40-page booklets. Audio commentary with the actors Michael Berryman, Janice Blythe, Susan Lanier, and Martin Spear. Audio commentary by academic Michael J. Coven. Audio commentary with Wes Craven and Peter Locke. Looking Back at the Hills Have Eyes, making of documentary. This is one that Anchor Bay Entertainment did back in 2002. And that features a lot of people from the movie. Family Business, an interview with actor Martin Spear. The Desert Sessions, an interview with composer Don Peake. Outtakes, alternate endings, trailers, TV spots, original screenplays, reversible artwork. It's a packed edition, folks. It is a high recommendation for me. Was really looking forward to checking this movie out again. It had been a little while. My wife had never seen it before. She was kind of freaked out by it as well. The Hills Have Eyes limited edition is out now from Arrow Video. Check it out. And be sure to check us out. We're the original horror talk radio show / podcast since 2005 over at DEADPIT.com.
Give us the thumbs up.
Up your butt.
Like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a if you do or
I
don't.
want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that, pal.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. And click that bell. Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. DeadPit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows and fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.